Hello there, and welcome to a Bloober Team game. And also, not sure who Metaboy, no, not Metaboy, Metaboo is, maybe the publishers. But anyway, this is the medium. And we have a photosensitive epilepsy warning and a trigger warning. And I did not have time to read either of those things. But here we are. So the medium is a psychological horror game, I'm led to understand, and kind of an adventure game, and I think with some puzzles here and there. I'm not sure how deep or complex the puzzles will be, but very much, I believe, a story-driven game. I am deliberately coming into this fairly blind, just because, mystery games like this, I like to leave as many surprises for myself as possible, just to soak up the experience and for it all to feel fresh. Though I have already played a bit of the intro because I was very interested in this game for a long time, and then I kind of forgot about it, and then I remembered, and it was released and available on PS5, and so there it was, and I started playing, and I thought, well, I think I must do a full playthrough of this. So I have seen a bit of the intro, but the rest of the game is appropriately unknown to me. So this is a fixed camera angle game, which is always a style that I've really liked and I really appreciate, but mostly associated with older games. So I'm kind of excited to see a modern game with very kind of modern graphics, kind of realistic art style, not a retro style or anything like that, with this, the fixed cameras, I guess more cinematic look, maybe you could say. I don't know, I'm not sure why I like it so much. I think maybe it is the cinematic thing, but maybe it's also because you're always viewing the game and the characters and the environments from different angles. There's a lot of practicality to over the shoulder or the follow cam, but I don't know, there's something nice about the camera being at different distances and different viewpoints and just seeing the environment in a different way. I mean, I think it's actually pretty cool when games do both and let you swap between, but that is very rare to find. Indeed, even back in the day it was rare to find. So yeah, I am kind of excited about this. So Bloober Team, who made this game, they also did another horror game, first person though, called Layers of Fear, and also its sequel, and then I believe a kind of remake of the same game with updated graphics. I'm not sure how much that changed things, and I think it was them that did the remake of their own game. And then interestingly, I think it's first person. They've done a Blair Witch game, which looks kind of interesting, but also they worked on the remake of Silent Hill 2. But interestingly with that, they went for a modern over-the-shoulder camera and kind of completely disregarded the Silent Hill, or classic Silent Hill, and particular Silent Hill 2, changeable camera views. Not always fixed cam. There's actually a lot of follow cam in Silent Hill 2, but with different angles and distances, and really cool. Actually, I think the way that game was presented camera-wise, and so for me, it seemed kind of a shame that they didn't continue with that. And then also, when I found out they'd done this game, it seemed strange also, as this seemed more akin to that Silent Hill 2 style. But anyway, I'm interested to get into this and see what it's all about. It's the basic kind of premise is playing as this character. Oh, actually, I don't know the name. I think it's Marianne, who is some sort of medium or can access a spiritual world, and that's pretty much most of what I know other than what I saw in the intro. So yeah, let's press the start button and have a look at some settings. Okay, oh yeah, so here is our protagonist in her kitchen. I think the brightness is good. Okay, so we want subtitles on. Text size default. I think speaker... Should we go with some colour there? Yeah, let's do that. Text bold. No. It's kind of nice to have the different sizes. That's a little bit too small. Yeah, I think the default is pretty good. Yeah, let's go for just none. Okay, nice. Nice accessibility. Not sure what we are looking at here. Funny enough, it sort of reminds me of the menu screen for Uncharted 4. Kind of looking in a cave and some ruins, but without the skeleton. Maybe we'll find out. So, the controls. I think all of this is going to be fine. So yeah, there we go. It's got some clues about what we might be doing in this game. We can run, we can insight, we can sneak, we can hold our breath. Okay. And we have the spirit world and the material world. Oh, and a blast and a shield. I don't think there's exactly combat in this game, but maybe some. So, gameplay. So I think I'm actually going to turn that off, because with some of the spirit abilities that I tried before, I found it a little bit intense, and so it's kind of better without. So do I want the HUD off? Or can you have it kind of dynamic? I'm going to leave that off and see if we're good with it. Tooltips, interaction icons of visibility, minimum, maybe minimum. Camera shake. Okay. Ah, that's interesting. So, if it's fixed cameras though, when will the camera shake? So insight, hold breath. That's kind of events auto-completion. Check to auto-complete events such as discovering echoes using bolt cutters and similar. Let's leave that one off and see how we go. I feel like run, hold. Could possibly change these later. So text is good, the display is good, the audio, I guess, headset, yeah. Guess stick with cinematic. So one slight issue I did come across in testing, so the whole feature of audio coming out of the controller for certain, I guess, immersive moments in games. So this game has that, but in my PS5 settings, I have set it so that the controller audio is at minimum. So then all the audio comes through for this recording. However, this game seems to completely bypass that. And by reducing that audio down, it just meant you didn't hear certain audio elements that would have come out of the controller. So, I'm not sure how many of them are going to be, but I might just have to hold the controller up to my microphone and hope that it is audible. Anyway, we'll kind of get to that when we get to it. But that is pretty much it. Again, I can adjust these later if I need to. So yeah, ready to start a new game. I am very curious how this is going to pan out. It certainly had what I saw of the start, a very impressive start and really nice presentation and a cool mystery. I hope it has a good, well, an interesting resolution and some nice surprises. And I hope you'll enjoy coming along on this mysterious autumnal journey with me. So, yeah, come join me for part 1 coming up soon. See you then.